G'day, how's it going? Today I'd just like to briefly explain Thatcher's law of perspective. I named it after myself because I thought of it first, I discovered it first, and I think it's a very logical way of describing perspective. I've been using it for a while now. I haven't had anybody dispute it, not even the globe heads, which sort of gives me an indication it might be pretty much on track. The simple way to do it is just put your fingers together like so. Hold them in front of you at about chest height and look at them. Look at them. That is what you see. This is the law of perspective. You're seeing this image. You're seeing this image. Thumb and forefinger together. Little finger. Your thumb and little finger together. When you look at them from in front like this, you'll see from your law of perspective, all perspective comes to the eyes. All perspective. I don't care what anybody says. High, low, whatever. Everything meets at the eyes. All lines of perspective come back to your eyes. Or they go around you. But they are the only tool you have for perspective. This here is a way of understanding perspective. It's a little bit like having a little prayer, isn't it? Your thumbs together are the main part you'll have the most trouble understanding. But to make it simple to start with, you look at your little fingers through them, and you see your little fingers making a triangle like that. But it's a bit more like this, isn't it? I mean, look at it. It's from the perspective of your eyes, those little triangles are 50% of the height between the apex here and your thumbs down here. They're in the middle. But if you were to raise it up to your eye level, so you're looking at it like that, you will see that the thumb and little fingers here, this little part here, actually makes a pretty well a flat plane. That is the flat plane representative of what we live upon. The sun's path that we see is this. But never ever forget the basic rules. The sun's trajectory is this. It is parallel to the ground at all times. This is the ground level parallel. It's the horizon. This is actually your horizon height. It's the obscurity point of things in the distance, as I like to call the horizon, because it obscures anything beyond that range of vision due to perspective. You're looking at it again like this, down below you, and you're saying, well, why do the little fingers appear to be rising up? As you look at it, that's where your eye level is. That's exactly how it is when you're looking out, anywhere you look to see the horizon, that's this point here. It's still flat and at your feet level, particularly if you say walk down to the ocean, stood on the ocean shore. You're at sea level, you'll see out about 5 kilometres or 3 miles. I tend to talk in miles because most people understand that, and even we metric people understand miles pretty well. So it's 3 miles out to this point. However, you know it's a plane. You know that it continues to go on beyond there, but from your perspective, because it is rising up to eye level, that is where it obscures anything at foot level from your point of view. Now, if you rose up quickly, like by dropping it, you will see a lot further beyond that point, but it will still be a distortion because it's still rising up to eye level where it cuts off. That's your horizon. Now, what you can actually see in reality, because the world is really, really, really big. It's giant, huge, we're tiny, little. Compared to the size of the earth, our height above it is like not even a grain of sand on a beach. We are really, really small. We've got this tiny little point of view. This is where we sit, where our thumbs are pointing down, right down here in the bottom. The very bottom. That is how our perspective works when we're looking out towards that horizon. This horizon here, where we actually see it, is this tiny little crack between your thumbs. That's about 3 miles to there and 3 miles to there. That is all you can see. Yet, all of this here, is the flat world from here to here. It's perfectly flat. The thumbs are the giveaway of how perspective works, because perspective works by making things look as though they're rising up to eye level. Until, well beyond there, you can see in the distance, there's your stars on the horizon. Over there, there's your sun's path. So you're not even going to see it until about here. So the sun is already here when it rises. It goes all the way over to here by the time it sets. And that for you from down here has been a whole day. If you were to go up in a plane, very, very high, you rise up this V until you're so high, you will see the horizon at your first thumb joint. That's about the most you will possibly see. Send up a hot air balloon even higher, 120,000 feet, you might just see here. You still haven't seen the edge of the world. Unfortunately, I didn't clear enough space on this video, so I have to end it there. That is the basic laws of perspective. Study it, meditate on it, realize that's a flat plane, realize this is the sun's path, but it is going in a straight parallel line across us. See ya.